Well, welcome. Thanks for meeting with me today. I know we've wanted to do this for some time. Obviously, our relationship started because of the Stem Cell Medical Center.
Right.
And so what I want to do is just ask you some of your story. I want to hear a bit of your story. I think the people that are watching are going to want to hear your story. I know a lot of people who ask me about stem cells. One of the things that they're looking for is not just does it work, it's what's your experience been and what has other people's experience been. Obviously, in this area of research, there is mostly anecdotal data that we have to go off of. There aren't crazy amounts of studies. So, I think these stories are very powerful because people can walk alongside us and hear someone's personal experience.
Sure.
And so I guess I want to just start with, what caused you to want to come down to the clinic in the first place?
Well, it started in 2021. I just started feeling mild differences in my body, arms going numb, tingling in certain extremities, especially in joints. And then that worsened over the period from there till 2024, to where I was experiencing either like one knee or a knee and an ankle. It luckily never did both knees at the same time. Sometimes in my wrists, and it'd be just major inflammation to the point of not being able to move that joint. Lots of pain, sometimes being put in a walking boot, on crutches, or even in a wheelchair. Joel Batten has been a good friend of mine for a long time, and he recommended me contact Dr. Albert and set it up. And when I did, the conversation made a lot of sense. She explained a lot of things of why I wasn't getting anywhere, and he had some solutions. And the thing that really, hooked me into giving this a try is he said, grandchildren are probably in your future. So I'll just ask you one question. Do you want to throw the football to your grandson, or do you want to be in a wheelchair and watch somebody else throw the football to him? And that's really what said, I want in. I made the decision to do it.
Okay. So then tell me what happened after that point. So you have this consult with the doctor, you say, I want in. Walk me through what the next steps were for you in terms of, I guess, booking travel, trying to get down to the island, the logistical side of things.
Jackie from the clinic was incredibly helpful with all of that. She helped me set everything up. I knew the dates, I knew what time I was gonna be there, what flight I needed to go, where I could stay. And she was extremely helpful and would check on me leading up to the procedure. I got an IV, so the stem cells went all through my body, 150 million of them. And they actually post-treatment, almost immediately, maybe it was a placebo effect, maybe it wasn't, I automatically felt better. I felt different. I had more energy. We still had about 3 days left before we came back. And I was doing sit-ups on the beach and jogging back and forth in the water and stuff. Just right out of the gate, being able to do stuff that I hadn't been able to do before.
Cool. Okay, so after those 3 days, you flew back to Florida. I'm guessing that's where you're from. And so walk me through what happened over the next series of weeks, months, and what was your experience like after getting the stem cell treatment?
Well, it was it kind of, funny, ironic, whatever you want to call it. So the day I got back, I have my backyard's artificial turf with putting green. It's like a whole golf course here. So it's covered with leaves because I haven't been at home and nobody's going to clean it up with me. So I went out there to clean it up, blow it all off, and the next morning when I woke up, I thought I had sprained my ankle or something doing that. The pain had grown pretty severe. So I reached back out to Dr. Albert, afraid that, maybe something had gone wrong. And he explained to me that actually this isn't exactly things going right. So I was basically, the new young stem cells were fighting my older stem cells that were doing the wrong thing, and they're correcting them to do the right thing. And I was going to go through it, but then once I got through it, I would be better and it wouldn't come back. And those words rang true. Now, the rehabilitation process did take about 3 weeks, and that was a difficult 3 weeks because you're worried. Did we do something wrong? But then it all went back to normal, and then I was like, you know, to me, being a 52-year-old man, I felt like I was 32 again.
So that would have been about November by that time, like you're starting to get back into things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess throughout the winter, maybe your experience till now that it's summertime, like how have those months been in terms of just...
Well, I've told just about everybody that asks me, and like my kind of go-to saying is that I feel great every day. So it's kind of like a new lease on life feeling almost. You know,
Okay.
just things are, it's almost like you age backwards. You feel younger, you're more vitality, no brain fog, much sharper, much stronger, flexible, all those things that I said before. I'm going back to get my second treatment here in just a few months. And I think it's a life changer, and I don't think that you can put a value on making your life easier and better from a health perspective, or from just a cognitive thinking, or, you know, physical ability. So, you know, I don't know how much that is worth to each individual person, but to me, I've been an athletic person my whole life, and it means the world to me. So you can't really put a price tag on that, but I'm doing it again.
Cool. Well, John, thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it. And, you know, I've had the privilege of getting to know you over the last few months, and you really are someone who I think prioritizes life correctly. You know, you've talked about, you know, doing this not just for yourself, but for your kids and for your grandkids. And I totally appreciate that. And sometimes our health, we have to take it into our own hands, and we have to realize that it is money well spent if it means that we can be more productive in our work and more productive in our relationships. So
Absolutely.
thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.